We all know it's really important to take regular breaks from desks and screen work. So this little sequence is designed to fit into that break, and it's the ideal remedy to counteract the negative impact from having worked and sat at a desk for too long. You don't really need any equipment. It's pretty straightforward. You can literally just get up from whatever you're doing at your desk and start right away. So come up to standing actually, and just pedal into your feet and find the grounding in your feet. Sway the hips side to side, bend the knees, just get connected with the ground underneath you. You can roll the toes over, tuck them under, and then let's get the breath circulating in the chest and in the upper body. Open up the arms, inhale, cross the elbows and reach up and out. Exhale, arms go back the other way. Inhale, stretch up, reach up. Also look up at the hands and exhale. Let's try that 2 more times. Inhale, look up, stretch out, reach up, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Let your right arm circle across your body and up. Eyes follow the fingertips. Really important to get your eye muscles to follow the fingertips. Let's come back the other way with that right arm and exhale. Now the left arm across the body. Inhale, circle it forward, up and around. Eyes follow the fingertips. Exhale, back the other way. Inhale, eyes follow the fingertips. Good. And then let's take the fingers behind you and roll the shoulders out. So you're interlacing your fingers. You might not be able to do that. Maybe you just reach the arms back. If you can, then that's lovely. And we'll go into a forward bend. So bend the knees, take a breath, take your time. You can either keep the grip like this with your hands, or you can give your legs a rub and come down. But we're going to come down into the forward bend. And let your neck and jaw and head relax. Take a breath. Relax the arms back, and you can even bring the hands towards the floor. Hug the back of the head with interlaced fingers and just let the head go from side to side. And then soften and release your hands. Round through the spine and come up to standing. Roll the shoulders out and back. Let's sit as if you're sitting into a chair, and we'll just fire up the glutes with a few squats. So the glutes get really flaccid from sitting down for too much. So we really want these core stabilizers to be active. So let's sit down in an imaginary chair. And then arms are out in front, take an inhale, and then when you exhale, push the hips forward, squeeze your glutes, activate. Inhale, exhale. And to add a little bit of extra with your arms, you can bring them forward and squeeze the arms back into that cactus shape with your exhale. So exhale, shoulder blades down the back. Inhale, sit low. Exhale, push hips forward from the side like this. Good. Hopefully everything's starting to wake up now. The glutes are fired up. You've got some circulation going. You've looked up. You've opened up the shoulders. So let's come down to tabletop or through a forward bend, and then walk the hands forward and let the knees touch down. Cat-cow your spine here. So lengthen spine, inhale, around the spine, exhale. Get the movement of the spine to flow with your breath. Tuck the toes under, squat position. This is a low squat position now, so you're sitting low. Yeah, and that's really nice to open up the hips and lengthen the lower back. Then from this low squat, we'll come up to standing and open up legs So with the legs open here, turn out the toes on one foot, bend the knee. We're going to do both sides, doesn't matter which side you're on. And then bring your elbow to that knee and reach over. So this is a really lovely posture and position to help create space through the hips and pelvis. Breathe here, look up. It helps release sciatica. The gaze is up. Let's change sides. So reach up, turn the knee out, the other knee out. Bring the elbow to the knee. Your top shoulder rolls back as you reach up with the fingertips. And stretch all the way up. Let's take the hands to the lower back, just chest forward, hips forward, look up, jaw released. And then look ahead. Bend the knees, the toes turned out. Use the back of the arms to just push the knees back a little bit. Take a breath here, activate through the pelvic floor, that's lifting up through the pelvic floor, lifting your toes, creating a sort of, a buoyancy through the center body. And then straighten the legs. So we're going to release out the hip flexors because they get tight from sitting down. We're using a squat, a lunge position. So turn into a lunge position. Again, we're going to do both sides. So I've got my bent knee as my right knee. So bending the right knee, the left leg is straight. The ball of the foot up. If you can balance, if you can't, keep your hands on your hips. If you can, take the hands to the back of the head. Right knee is in front and bent. Let's lean over to the right. So the left elbow is up. Now look up at the left elbow. And here you're getting a nice long stretch through that left side of the body. Helping release the psoas. Take a breath. And then turn, come into that goddess squat. This is a nice deep squat with the knees apart. And then let's change sides. So lunge over to the other side. The toes are tucked under, the heel reaching back. Reach the hands behind the head. Now it's the left knee that is bent, or my left knee. Whatever knee you've got bent in front of you, tilt the same side elbow down, and then look up to the opposite elbow. Breathe. This might be a bit of a challenge for your balance. Stay really grounded in your feet. And then come back into the middle. Arms out to the sides, legs are straight. Turn the toes in. Wide leg forward bend. Letting a little bit of blood come down, blood flow from the heart to the head. Take deep breaths to oxygenate the brain and refresh the head. So you're going to come up with lots of lovely, calm, clear and creative brainwave activity when you go back to work. Slide the hands up the legs, sit up tall, heel toe the feet together, pedal it out. Give it a shimmy and a shake. Shake off your arms. And you're ready to go. Let's get back to it. Have a big glass of water. And make sure you're aware of your posture as you're sitting at your desk. We don't want to get the tech neck. Yeah, so just be aware of your posture, be aware of your breathing, drink lots of water and take regular breaks.